Thing is, if I just let this go, I win. Sure. It's also so sick. Like, I'll let him mess around, yeah. Oh, dude, it's so sick. Get me, brother. I don't know. I wish I didn't have to, like, try to bounce this thing. You got it. Flip 7. Why not? Go for it, boss. I mean, you might as well enter them all. Draw, like, 18 more cards. This is so nuts. Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're continuing kind of our mythic speed run to some extent, where we time ourselves on how long it takes to get to mythic by playing some of the best decks in the meta. And today we have 16 games on the slate. So there's a lot of different games, a lot of different variants, and a lot of ways that this deck's going to be panned out. I do want to point out, I do make one mistake in the beginning, because the old combo with the Regent relied on founding the third path, and for some reason in the first two games I implied that you need the Regent invasion along with the Jeskai Revelation to do the loop. You only need the invasion and the Revelation to do the loop, because you cast Revelation, you target the invasion, you pick it back up with the Revelation's ability, deal 4, replay this, grab this out of your graveyard, and you can just do that loop infinitely with these two until you run out of cards. But then obviously in our sideboard we have the heroic reinforcements to give them all haste, all those prowess creatures, so it's not necessarily that big of a deal, and we can just win that way. But I was kind of messing up the verbiage on that, so don't take anything from that. But outside of that, we are playing Omniscience combo. I do think this is one of the best decks for climbing. Your games are fast. A lot of the things you could lose to if you were playing any other deck, as you'll see today, you can actually beat, which is pretty sweet. We actually let our opponent do a lot of fun stuff in one of our matches that I'm probably going to show at the beginning here. I don't even remember what game it was, so I'm sorry if it's a bit into the video. But again, 16 games, they're kind of all in a row, just kind of running through with a timer and just seeing how well we do. But with this said, we're playing Omniscience combo and we're going to dive right into the games. Opponents first. We just have to hit a land. That's fine. That's fine with us. We're cool with that. Keep. Sure. Take my abuelo, dog. I feel like this isn't even a choice. Okay. Sure. I'm gonna look a land in the mouth and say goodbye, you know what I'm saying? We'll play one of them now, though. This will go grab our basic planes because of temp lockdown, of course. Slasher? Unstoppable Slasher, is that you? I'm mind blown it didn't take this. I don't know about that one, Chief, but sure. Track. Grab a planes. You know, it's probably not necessarily the best. I kind of want to do the conduit because we have the abuelo, right? We'll keep that. We'll pass. You know, just go into the island after. Our opponent just playing the hold removal game, I guess, which is fine. Okay. So immediately tapping out. Mana's not important here. Okay. I'm gonna deck thin at this point. I understand I could surveil here, but I said draw a couple extra lands, and since then we drew them all, it seems. But we'll see. Put that back in your hand. I guess I'll keep a stock up, right? Because I get to draw it here off the River Regent. If they go for Speed Demon again, right? Like, they have 1 mana available. They could go for Duress too, so we don't jam our spell until end step here. Oh boy. I understand I keep shuffling. That's the worst part of it all. Is just like, I can't even be that upset, right? Because I am shuffling them around, so everything I put to the bottom is not even necessarily that great, right? So I'm going to keep Abuelo there, and I'm going to take an extra look here. Could go for invasion. I just think it's bad. Put 2 into my hand. So if I do double omniscience here, I can discard 1 to hand size. I don't even have to play anything. I can just drop it out. Then this allows us to kind of just do the thing where we're like, yeah, we'll take damage, and as long as they don't duress me, we're good. Oh, they exile my graveyard. Fair enough. I have another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got a long way to go. Although rolling. Second omniscience here would be awesome. Obviously. Counterspell will also do it. What's the worst card? Temporary lockdown? No. Omniscience. Duh. What am I what am I doing? What? And here, autopay grabs his omniscience back. So we go for invasion right away. Moment. Try to get them to respond again. Sure. So realistically, it's getting removed regardless, right? So I guess I could just look at top 4 cards here. Why not? Should I put it back in my hand, or should I just barrel it here? I mean, I have so many cards about to resolve. It's fine. Now we have to kind of play with the lands for a bit. Temporary lockdown's not good anymore. Put 1 in the hand. Graveyard here. Search my graveyard. Abuelo's back. Just so we can kind of say, hey, even if you duress me, I have an extra copy. Indeed, it lets me grab from the graveyard. It lets me grab from my sideboard. It lets me grab from everywhere. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we are on the track of just hard casting an omniscience at some point. So now, even if they strategic betrayal, yeah, even if they do that again, which they shouldn't be playing many, it should be like 2 at most. If it's not 2, like, I feels like a tough card to just be like overwhelmingly barreling on. I'm even almost okay with just keeping these, just because I have 2 of these and those cards are just gonna be so good at drawing. Okay, sure. Am I surprised? Genuinely, no. I'm not surprised at all. Sure. Fine with me. It's fine. So I can win the hard way, I guess. So I could play this, and I have Moment of Truth available. Sure. What if I just play big dudes? You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, they can just hard cast a creature? When were they allowed to do that? Here and here. This is for an instant or sorcery card, so it's kind of whatever. They probably go for the 30-something in hand, which is fine. It sucks, but it just is what it is. We know what we're after. We're at 26 cards left. I have 2 in there. Yeah, so I have 2 more in the bottom 25-ish cards, because obviously we know what this card is. 24 cards. Intern. Oh, was it activate this? I don't know. I don't know what it was. Beat it 2 is pretty remarkable, to be honest. Field Ritter Speed Demon. Draw 3 or like this. You're gonna deal damage and draw 4 cards. Like, one outdoes the other by what feels like a mile. Let that resolve fully. We'll barrel this. What's our situation? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8. Hand, graveyard, library. Oh, my voice crack. Nice. So hot and handsome when that happens, you know? Yeah, I'll draw a card. Fine with me. Sure. Wreck. I have a counterspell and I have 2 mana. Okay. Combat. 6. Big noodle bonks. Abuelo. 0. Confirm. Omniscience. We play Invasion. We grab this town 8 big enough. And we can do the loop with Just Sky Revelation with those 2 cards. Sure, we are in against Rat Hamcock. Hammock? Hancock? I don't care. Something. Oh, the mirror? Are we excited? I'm not. If it's the mirror, I'm not. It could be No More Lies. Counter spell deck. Mirror, okay. Sure. Nice counter. Unfortunate for them, that's for sure. Well, one of them will resolve eventually, right? I guess. Thick. That is sick. Oh, tough choice. Probably deciding whether they're supposed to keep an interaction piece or not. This is wishwashing. Yep. Don't worry. I have Exodia. Sure. I mean, play right into it. The thing is they don't have one, right? So it doesn't matter. I have 2 more to barrel. I feel like the plan is they're going to do that. They're going to play land. They're going to try to find it. Assume I don't have another one, because that would totally make sense. But I do, and that's why obviously we just let the first one fly and not really have to stress about it. If they commit here, then they commit here, right? I think it's totally reasonable from their position to think that it's probably okay to do so. They play or have a Spell Pierce. I don't know. Here? Maybe not. It's about to be loophole time. All right, cool. Invasion. I'm pretty sure you can do it the thing, but I'm just going to do it the easy way. We're going to grab this town. We're going to play Invasion. We're going to go to our sideboard. We're going to do Just Sky Revelation. Good game. If it's aggro, I'm probably losing this game regardless. Maybe it's a mirror. Never know. There's Temple Lockdown for me not to be able to have. We'll take that for the white mana. Don't really love drawing extra lands in a spot like just got control. Oh boy. Somebody send help. But then I'm missing. Feel like winning this match is not going to be that easy. Alright. Go find those counter spells or that rest in peace. I'm going to pass on that because it'll probably be 5 lands in the stock up if I didn't. I lied. I mean, my mana I have a ton of, right? So I'll take 2 Abuelos. Discard a card. Lockdown. No Omniscience to discard in that pile, so unfortunate, but it is what it is. Here's Shiko. My opponent's playing a deck I'd rather be playing almost. Just is what it is. I like playing just Gaia Control, but it just like, it feels like the matches take forever, so it's just like one of those kind of things. You just get to sit back and hold a million counter spells, which sucks, but sure. I mean, I think if they're countering on instep, I just keep barreling Regents on their instep. We only need a couple of them. And they miss here. Maybe we go for Moment of Truth, actually. So I can pay around a couple of spells. Put one in my hand. We'll do that one. Put this one in the graveyard and that one there. Raw. 0. Attempt. If it sticks, right? I feel like it's going to be the 2 mana one. If it sticks, we just get to go for this. Oh, they go for 3 steps. All right. Interesting. Maybe I should have barreled this. Maybe they would have done something about it. What does my opponent have for me? Sure. I'll make you have a counter spell every turn for 3 turns in a row. Here. Oh, maybe they have a get lost for this Omniscience. Interesting. If they have a counter spell here, that would be it. That'd be sick. Let's draw 3 and discard 3. Or discard. Discard a card here. I feel like I can get rid of Abuelo because I should be able to beat this. Counter target spell. Okay, sweet. Stock up. Sure. Oil moment. Invasion. Sweet. We now have the loop, maybe? Search my sideboard. If you don't know the loop, you just get the Jeskai Revelation pick up, target. And this is loopable. It's a 2-card combo now, which makes it a lot easier. I was messing it up in the search your graveyard. I was messing it up earlier when I was saying it. For some reason, I kept including the Murktide Regent. You don't have to do the Regent at all, actually. I don't know. I was mixing 2 loops together. But here, we can do it pretty easy. Like, we can do it way simpler here. And now we go to our sideboard. And we can just grab a Heroic Reinforcements and then cast it. And we don't even have to do the loop anymore. Go to combat. Go. Go face. And we get there. Very cool. But yeah, for some reason I was mixing the loop that you do with Regent and the battle for some reason with the Saga that you do the loop with. I don't know why. Like, I was so convinced. So sorry in game 1 and 2 when I kind of explained that incorrectly. All right, putting this first, hands good, we keep. Especially if they're a creature deck. Pixie. First, I guess. Stock Up's a good card to rebound us in here. Abuelo's good. Obviously, need to keep a piece or two. The problem with Lockdown is they have ways to destroy it and then absolutely blow me out, which sucks, but... Which means I probably just don't even keep the Dispersal, the counter spells, or whatever. Sure. I guess the Riddle doesn't matter either. Here. Sure. We do need 4 mana and to keep a hold of this card. It's weird because I'd much rather probably cast Stock Up than go the route of doing that. Sure. He said, I need pressure, I guess. Ethereal Armor? Well, I can't bounce that anymore. Do I just, like, bounce it next turn? Like, to some extent, what would be the goodness of temp lockdowning this and then getting hit with the get lost, right? Like, do I not just let them attack and then put that back in their hand? Or am I just dead if they have a protection spell? Do we think they have a protection spell? I mean, I guess even if they blow this up, I can still bounce it post that, right? Let's take it all. It's like weird because the amount of times I've done this and then this gets hit with the get lost and I'm like, oh, okay, my bad. Momentum. Okay. Card to get rid of. 1 card left. I think I'm willing to drop the land here with Stock Up in my hand. Conduit. Omniscience. Conduit. Well, I don't want it on top because I want Moment of Truth to have the best chance of drawing something good. But I do get to, like, do the thing of, okay, well, I reanimate the Omniscience. I can just bring it back, right? Versal, I guess. Ethereal Armor. It's close. You don't mean that, opponent. Come on. Oh, land off top makes things a little bad, I guess. Pay 0. Confirm. Omniscience. Omniscience. Don't worry, I have everything. Oh. That's tough. Regent. Graveyard and bottom, because we can always reanimate that if we find another one. Draw 3 and then discard a card. That's why we're holding on to the land, by the way. All right, we have the loop. It doesn't matter anymore. It's so nice to just have like a 2-card combo instead of having to do it the other way. Search your sideboard. Revelation, cast Revelation, and shoot, pick up, do the loop over, and then just heroic them. And we get there. Very cool. All right. Opponents first. They kept, we keep. We'll see if we have to play this island first for dispersal or not. What is our opponent on? Blue, red. All right. Seems pretty reasonable to play it. And then we'll play the Surveil land on 2. And then go into temp lockdown. Play that Corey Steel Cutter, brother. The Slick Shot. Let's just make them spend their mana again, I guess, right? 4th land is good. Both these cards are kind of good, right? But we have to get to that omniscience. I'll take the island, though. Surveillance. Omniscience. Ah, I'll let the invasion go. We only need one. Especially in a matchup like this. The only problem about bouncing this is... Oh, I accidentally paused my music. The only problem about... But bouncing that means, like... They commit less to the board, so my temp lockdown's a little worse, right? But at the same time, if they don't have the Corey Steelcut or anything, they're not going to commit it anyway. And then the Slick Shot just gets to run free that turn. Where, like, it'd be a lot better to just, like, tell them, hey, man, pick that up, leave me alone. And we hope they're just holding Monstrous Rages right now. Without a creature. Well, I'll grab this, and I will grab the Dispersal. We're so close. We're right on the edge of glory. Oh, that's sick. 15 cards. That's not great odds, that's for sure. It's not great odds for sure. Never mind. It's the best odds you'll ever see in your entire life, dude. It's the best odds you'll ever see in your entire life. And just like that, our opponent playing the best deck in the meta is going to fall just a little bit short thanks to our bounce spells. Search my sideboard. We grab Revelation, cast, target, or most likely going to make me do it, but the best part about Revelation is it does not take much to do. All right. Yeah, sure. Oh, Roots. It's dodge Agatha's Soul Cauldron, I guess. Or find that temp lockdown, you know? I think it's Island Momentum, right? No, it's Beanstalk. Here. Oh, that's actually a good pickup. Well, we need that. So I'm going to barrel the Dragonstorm, I guess. That allows me to draw this out of the way. I can just discard like a Fable Passage. You always got to double check. You always got to make sure that there's not an Omniscience in your hand before you just immediately throw stuff aside, right? Got the Time Sieve Sleeves 2. That's 5 times fast. This is actually the art I use for my Time Sieve. I think the art's so sick. This whole secret layer is so cool. It's interesting. It's like kind of, it's not dicey. I don't want to say dicey. That's not the real word that I like using there. But so for us, it is now play Island, probably cast a Confounding, or just rip a temp lockdown off the top. That'd be pretty sick. But it's probably Moment, maybe try to hit the bounce spell just to get the Souls of the Lost back. What do we hit here? Tough one. Maybe we have to hold the counter spell. I could go for Stock Up. If I do hit the Omniscience, I just get to discard at the hand size, and then we have lethal. Dessert. One of the best things about the deck is going over hand size. And there's the Scoos. I kind of assumed there was going to be something like that. That's why I was like, we need to find a temp lockdown. It's just tough. Not a whole lot we can do. It's a graveyard-centric deck. They're going to play a lot around it, so... Here, I guess. Fetch... Island. Do I want the plains? No, it's probably just another island again. Here. Here, maybe? I don't know how we get out of this. You can always go get the plains here later. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They could do it. If they use this, it's negative in a way. Oh, I could definitely die though. Uh, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. That's all it needs to be. I'm good. Yeah, I guess so. I wish I could go first in a couple of these games. I feel like I've been on the draw a couple times in a row here, which is tough. Land, Xago. Dispersal available. No white, so that's pretty sweet for us. You can have that back. Sure. We have to just now find an untap land and not die in the process. Alright, that'll do it. Now we just have to get there. Because having the second Omniscience in hand kind of ensures the fact that we're good. Well, I can't do anything about that. Alright. Don't need that. We already have an extra one in the hand. Now we just hold. We have Spell Pierce for like a weird play of just... Sure. Got Graveyard Exile in that hand of yours. Wouldn't that be so sick? Dispersal? Or not Dispersal, Awakening. I drew a Dispersal. We don't have it guaranteed, but we're going to try our best. Cast another Omniscience immediately. Just tell them that their removal doesn't matter. Alright, now they're like, you have to figure it out now, which totally makes sense to me. Discard a land. We know what we're digging for at this point. Stock up's huge. Graveyard, bottom, it doesn't really matter now. I mean, it matters, but it doesn't, you know what I mean? We're going to dig pretty well here. I guess we just grab Puelo. Stock. Again. Somebody stocking the shelves, please. Let's grab here and here. Now we can play here. We draw 2, discard, play a Regent, make them pick up both theirs, pick up both our Dragon Storms. And this should get us literally everywhere we need to go. Spell Pierce. Get rid of Awakening, I guess. We're going to hard cast this. Pick up. I'm going to take another draw 4 here. The best part is I can just heroic and do this. Discard. Fire off. And now it's just whether or not. It's not whether or not. It's just when we get there. At this point, it's basically impossible to miss, but we're trying our best. They're like, what's the odds of you missing? I'm like, I literally couldn't tell you the odds. It would take so much. Because actually, I'm pretty sure with our hand, it's impossible for us to miss. So I can play this, pick up another region. I can cycle the Dragon Storms infinitely. So it is impossible for us to miss. We just have to do it. Oh, there he is. Hello, friend. There's your sideboard. Pick up. Dome you for 4. And now we get to do the loop. Here, graveyard should be middle. Yep. But again, we dome them down to 12, and then we do that again, and it's all good. Oh, on the draw against probably red, if I had to guess. Ooh. Oh, I didn't start the timer. I'm cheating. Who let me do that? It's your fault. pass. I go on that, right? Play island, play moment. They said, oh no, my 1 mana spell lost me the game. That sucks. My opponent is first once again, but that's okay. Surveilling. Bottom that. Are we in the mirror once again? Only Arena will know. Well, we're dodging some good stuff. Surveil. Ben, I guess. Is this Oculus? Weird. Yora's kind of cool if it's Omniscience. Gives you a backup win condition. It's great, but it is Hottie Gen. Sweet. Rolling? I mean, we're just going for it, right? Like, what's the point of not? We're running it down mid, if you would. How will one do this? What will you commit? Worst part is, I barely have any cards to keep up with this. Worst part is, temporary lockdown gets to exile the... Funny. Oculus gets to pick up this. Wait, they bring out the eye. Do they have to have Spell Pierce? I mean, I'm taking that gamble all day. I thought they were going to go for Hottie Gen and have something. I also don't feel like I win this game any other way without just doing this. You have Spell Pierce? If it has Spell Pierce, it's over. Yep, sure. Yep. We can't beat it. Even if we temporary lockdown, we lose. So, just, if they have everything, they have everything. There's just nothing we can do. Finally getting to go first here. It's pretty sweet. Gotta start the timer. We're ready. I think I'm gonna just go fetch out an island right away. Or planes, I guess, depending. I mean, I guess I just grab the planes, right? Temporary lockdown's available if I grab planes. Play here, pass. Now, it's kind of, ooh, the mirror. Alright. You little rat. We have to take the land, weirdly enough. Even though the odds of us drawing a land is pretty high, I don't trust this game half the time. So they stock up, which means they have no chance. Oh boy. Oh, we can't do this. I have a song. If any lifters here will know. I have a song that is like my juicer song. And holy, it just showed up and I was not thrilled about that. So here's the weird thing. I could do this. Discarding this. I can also cast a stock up. Going to max hand size, getting the Omniscience out of our hand. Sure. So it's another way to discard that without committing our spell if we don't want to. So we can always commit it when it's free, right? Yeah, nothing. You're just passing. Ooh, they did the same thing. I have a feeling they have the counter spell, which sucks. I mean, I can't do anything. My hand doesn't play around it at all, so. They either have it or they don't. You know what I'm saying? Well, And that's all we need. I was like, dude, I can't find a spell pierce to save me at all in these games. But here we are. We rip it finally. And that's all we need. And we have the combo in hand. So we don't need to do anything else. Get rid and then play the invasion. And we go from there. Opponent concedes. Way too many cards in our hand. They most likely don't have a chance in this game. So they give it up appropriately. So with that, we move on. Okay. Sure. We have options. I have less options. Sure. Sure. I said, how many times am I going to get away beating the mirror? Sure. All my cards are good. They know. They get it. Cast moment. I'm playing the mirror so often. I feel like I'm playing mono red right now. How often this mirror is happening. And there's an omniscience. We either have to rip like a spell pierce or a confounding riddle here, or we're just kind of screwed. Or we can try to resolve this, I guess. I feel like we're losing if we do that, though. Try to just, like, gamble that they don't have it, right? It's like, how do I win if I don't do anything? I mean, going for the spell pierce, I guess. You have an opponent. I said, it'll be about time I lose the mirror. Yeah. I've beat the mirror, I think, like 5 times today. I'll lose one, I guess. All right, we will keep. We have like the pieces we need, sorta. We don't have a way to get rid of this, but you know, we surveil our way out. Maybe. About to spin the block. All right, opponent. Thank you for finally participating. Sure. By participating, thank you for readying up. And let's get this game underway, you know? I'm just going to get these surveil lands out of the way. Sure. That's a way to discard this. Here. 3 surveil lands. I'm just blue-white control. What's the... We got nothing going on, you know what I'm saying? If I'm them, I think the same thing. Like, I would just assume my opponent's blue-white control here. Now, the thing is, I could just die to Slasher. Play an Unholy Annex. Yeah, I'm not revealing any information here, actually. I think we're actually way better off not doing that. This is one of those things where we're just pretending we're another deck right now. Thinking resolved. Many times I've also been in their seat where I was like, oh man, it's just the thing, right? There's an omniscience. It's gone. And we have the riddle, so we just win this game. So they probably thought we were just blue-white control, and then we immediately just barreled the card. We win. They cast a counter. They cast a removal spell. We confounding riddle here. For 0 mana, counter target spell. And now we have a million looks. Merc, dispersal. Here. Oh, I have to discard, land, stock up. Here, the rest doesn't matter. Invasion. Sideboard's the bottom. Search the sideboard. Revelation, cast revelation. Target here, target there, target everywhere. This is a hand that gets you in trouble pretty often, right? I think we have to maul that as much as that sucks. We can keep this though. Keep Ben, I guess. It's the only card in my hand I can't cast right now. Which is like, it's good top end and maybe better than the Riddle, but I'm not gonna pretend that it is. It always sucks when you have an like Omniscience plus Abuelo in your opener and you have to like pass on it, right? Here's rolling. Omniscience. No. I don't want to discard a land, but with moment, I think I can. Because I always got a slight fear of Bant's talent, you know what I'm saying? Let that go. We'll see what's up. Best case scenario, I cast this. I see land. I see Omniscience. I put one of them into my graveyard. I feel like this is Reanimator. Like a Carnosaur, Bitter Triumph. Here. It's close, but we have to take the land. Graveyard bottom. We do play Fable Passages, so we can. I'm not upset. Ass. I'm not upset at all. We got almost exactly what we wanted. Land plus Omniscience in that pile. But the land did enter tap, so it doesn't matter. Dinosaur, the name. But that does not give them. Oh, you are that version. That's kind of sick. What can I do? Oh, we're gonna have to counter his. We're gonna have to counter a card, I think. Or I let it resolve and I just let my opponent do something really cool. I saw this list on Untapped and they had like a 71% win rate from like Diamond 1 to Mythic. Thing is, if I just let this go, I win. Sure. It's also so sick. Like I'll let him mess around, yeah. Oh, dude, it's so sick. Get me, brother. I don't know. Okay, like the thing is my loop's infinite, right? So it doesn't really matter. Oh, you don't mean that. Oh, it's so sick. They're still on a Tolly trigger, which is crazy. I will be upset if they hit an Omniscience, though. You like to cast Temporary Lockdown. What was the card they hit? Zombify? Alright. You figure it out, dude. I don't know. How many more creatures you got in that thing? So sick. Nothing? I wish I didn't have to like try to bounce this thing. You got it. Flip 7. Why not? Go for it, boss. Vaultborn, Gishan. I mean, you might as well enter them all. Draw like 18 more cards. It's just so nuts. Dude, I don't care. I think it's sick. All right, so they're at 50 million over there. I can do it. It's going to take forever. I guess. There's a cavern. This is all uncounterable. Obviously, I know it's not. It's just funny. I guess if they hit all my invasions, I lose. Fear and another temp lockdown. Thankfully, they've hit only cards that suck out of my deck. Sure. You think you need more cards? You only have 17 left. What a sick game. Honestly, I don't even want to win. The deck's so cool. What do you got over there, boss? I'm not even sure they play removal. Discard Omniscience. It's so sick. They have to discard the hand size, which is awesome. It's just... all said and done, our opponent's really cool. I love that. Also, the crafting of this deck is insane. Mythic, mythics, mythic, or rare, mythic, mythic, rares, mythic, mythics. This is one of the few decks I never wanted to play because I don't really recommend it ever to any. All right, team. We must start the loop. Oh boy, do we have places to go. Doesn't really matter here. Got to find invasion and then start doing our 2-card combo. I mean, I guess it's just double stock up, right? I already have a regent. Doesn't really matter. Invasion. Omniscience. In case of something weird, we'll play another Omniscience. Invasion. Yep, and we get there. That's one of the few ones that I honestly just wanted to concede. Because my opponent's playing such a sick deck, they should totally be rewarded. But unfortunately, it falls under that category of none of these have haste other than this guy. And unless you have ETBs that actually end the game immediately, you're not going to do anything. Your life total doesn't matter. Now, would that be lethal against any other player in the game that's not an Omniscience combo? Yeah, probably. But with that said, we win. We move on. All right. Opponent's first. Hand's like a little bit whack. But we have a Surveil land or two, so we're going to try. It's not mono red, so we get a little bit fortunate there, obviously. It's always the gamble, right? It's like hand good against a lot of decks. Hand not good. Oh, is it... If it's Rasha here, like the... I mean, I'm going to Surveil, I guess. Spell Pierce, I think, is bad in this match, if I remember right. This is a swamp. Okay. No attack. Interesting. Rolling? This is Mono Black Demon. Also, if you want to know why I don't like this card, I think you're seeing exactly why I don't like the card. I think a card like this that you have to not attack with to get the value is absurd. All right. Bet, dude. Play Soul Guide Lantern in your mono black demon deck. That's fine with me. I don't really care that much. I mean, I care a little, but like not enough that I can't just get the Omniscience and win that way. You know what I mean? The other thing is I also can just start hard casting these and just go that route. Stock up. So here, even if we do see an Omniscience, it's almost like we just want to grab lands that we can find. Land Invasion's good, but I'm not sure if I need it right now. So I'm going to grab Moment. Rolling Dragonstorm's good, but... maybe stock up was a bad idea. I'm going to get rid of Buelo. I'll just win this the hard way if I have to. I will hard cast an Omniscience. Yeah, we're not taking 10. I'm down for a lot of things, not 10 damage. I'm not down for that. I mean, I guess it's like, it's so weird. I guess it's just stock up. Got one of these. I have plenty of lands right now, so strolling, I guess. Ben, I guess I just hold this maybe. I have max hand size. I don't really need to do much else. Two's fine. Well, 4 is fine, I guess. Sure. Sure. 1 into my hand. This one. Graveyard, bottom. Here. Then we have what, 6 mana? We're working on it. We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. I can always just block this, right? And if they play this, they're not, or if they play this, they're not gonna be able to remove this. I also just haven't hit an omniscience yet. I could do this to go for a temp lockdown, I guess. Interesting. Maybe that's just worth it. Or I just stick to my game plan and say, you know what? I'll just play the dragon version of our deck. They're like, the Soul Guide Lantern will get them. And we're like, what if I just hard cast 6 mana 6/7s that somehow reach over everything? Your highest thing can't get it. Nowhere to run, plus this would do it. But getting them both bounced to hand, it won't do it then, obviously. A weird one. We're going to keep, though. Remembering to hit that hotkey along with hit and record. Like, I hit record, I'm just good. Hitting the hotkey to start the timer, stop the timer, start it again. I honestly could just, like, let it go. It doesn't really matter to me. Red. White's, yeah. I thought white was the active part. Play a blue land, cast a Corey Steelcutter, let me spell pierce it. No! Alright. Probably didn't need to draw all these lands, but I'll allow it. I wish I didn't have to allow it. Manifold Mouse basically signs our warrant. But if you do remember how this works, alright. I'll counter that. I'm listening to Fire Burning by Sean Kingston. Don't mean that, dude. You don't mean that at all. Do not play land and play that. Dang it, dude. We're dead. We're dead, team. It's over. Maybe we're dead. I don't know. The problem is our hand size. We'd weirdly be okay with it kicked. Ooh, that's fine with us. Just don't wild run it for some reason. Like, yeah, use that on Heartfire Hero. Get in, let us pop this, temp lock down your board, and then buy a turn. You know what I'm saying? I think it's pretty friendly. 5, 6. I take 7 for casting lockdown. No monster trades, please. If they have monster trades, I don't know why they spent the mana. My dad. 4? Here we go. Yep, down to 3. Please don't lightning strike me or screaming nemesis me, smile. We're dead to that? That's crazy. That's crazy. Whatever. All right. Cool. Our opponent finally showed up, so we're going to play a surveil land. Drop that land off. I have the one of planes in my hand, so I don't really need to go tutor it out. Interesting. So blue-white, I'll just play another surveil land, and I'll bid another land. All right? Please don't be this type of game where all I see is lands for the entirety. And there's an Omniscience. If I play land and I cast stock up, if it doesn't get countered, no, that's not how that works. Here, I have the mana. We do Regent. It'd been sick if we had enough to kind of get through, but my headphones have died. I've been recording for a while. I'm actually kind of pumped that I got new headphones now because I think my little earbuds are dying. Like, just they're at the end of their life. Their charge is not very good anymore. And it's been kind of tough because I was about to go fly out to Vegas for the con, right? This coming up in like 2-3 weeks. I will be working it. If you're curious and you want to come by, I'll be at the Ultimate Guard booth working with Ultimate Guard. Not sponsored. Just my company works their booth for them. So we put these little earbuds in because they're actually connected to my PC. Unlike my other ones. Let's play the passage. Let's crack. We're going to play Dragonstorm. We're going to hold up a Spell Piercing counter whenever they try to bring back the Omniscience. We're going to put our own Omniscience in the graveyard. And if it comes around the opposite way, we then go for Abuelo and then Spell Pierce their counter spell. We honestly just hope they barrel it. Be like, hey man, I don't know if I have anything to stop them. I'm going to try to Abuelo here. I'm going to Spell Pierce it, get them. And then I'm just going to win on the back end. So, cool. Not much of a game here. And kind of game, what, 16? They're like, I wonder if he has it. Always have it. You know the vibe. And I just have the combo in hand. So, perks of going first, I guess. So, we always threaten it. We didn't do it the turn before. They're like, okay, well, they don't do it. We'll try to go for it. And I just get them. So, sick. With that said, let's just go to the outro now, I think. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this installment. Obviously, in the beginning, I made that, like, slight talking error of about how the the invasion and the Merc Regent cycle together to do the loop. This just loops with it. I'll pull it out of sideboard. These two just loop. I don't know why I said you need discard. I'm just so used to doing the other version that I'm dumb. That's what it comes down to. But yeah, this version felt great. This was pretty awesome. We had a lot of wins today in comparison to losses. Some of the losses I did cut, or wins I did cut because just not a whole lot happened outside of the one funny moment where my opponent played a Hopeless Nightmare and then just picked him up because I thought it was funny, so I left it in, of course. But yeah, so with all that said and done, we're not going to keep the outro too long. We're playing a combo that's pretty well known, and I think that's all fine. Any questions, feel free to ask, obviously. But with that said, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.